Hello, it's Moody for the win, and this is a game of 8-bit armies. I've decided I need a bit of practice if I'm going to do a lot more of the casting of the next Ladder Wars tournament, seeing as I did not qualify for this one. And my sources inside the 8-bit community have told me that this is a pretty good game to watch that should make me pretty happy. And it's a good game, it's a very interesting game. It's on Penguin Paradise, everybody's favourite. Between JustPlainSavage in the bottom in this lovely green Renegades and TarNation. I've never actually read his name out loud, and now I feel real stupid for almost calling him Tyon. I believe he's Tyon in Discord, that's why I got confused. TarNation up here in the top with the orange. Doing some lovely harpy harass here. I say lovely as he misses 2 hits, but it's hard to hit every hit. There's no way you're going to hit every hit. That's unreasonable to expect. So, success. A very standard build here from JustPlainSavage. Absolutely normal. Blah, blah, blah. This is what happens with Renegades. Pretty standard as well from the boy Tyon. He's going into marine production early. Which, knowing Tyon, will mean that he will only build barracks now. I still feel like I don't agree with this, but I mean, he's beat me, so, you know, stats and figures show that he's probably right. Basically, he is going more varied build this time, nice. So, I don't need to talk about why he isn't going a varied build. So, straight into tech for JustPlainSavage. This is where we see the real possible splits coming out in this game. I'm assuming he's not going to go for any sort of tank rush. I'm assuming that it's going to be either another factory just to get more armoured cars out, or going for that tech. He could be rushing straight into more tech and helicopters, but I assume he would take a... Oh, he is going straight for helicopters. It's interesting, I've seen a few people now go for helicopters earlier. Zerton normally likes to have his 3 refineries up and then go for this sort of with his radar. But TarNation has been doing this heavy harpy play, and so getting some machine gun choppers out wouldn't actually be as bad against TarNation as it would against most other marine players. Poor little armoured cars, piddly little attacks trying to do some damage to this this harvester. Oh, and the Ogre Crush. Not going to get it. That's dead. He got a singular crush. Oh, we got a double crush. Whew. And those harpies now right in there with their AoE explosive damage. That's going to be real nice. But this is going to be hell for those harpies. Something that you very rarely see being incredibly useful. The machine gun chopper is actually going to be a big hand here. That's quite amusing. You got the Gremlin out. Oh, look at this. One of each. This is a man I did not think I would see right now, and it looks like he is now going to go for tech, which makes entire sense. I think this is the right call of action. Oh, all those machine guns. All those machine guns. Holy hell. Keeping the high ground on this map is kind of hard as Marines, because especially if you've gone with a big infantry force, you kind of need to keep the harpies mostly together to be able to be a strong threat. So you sort of have your ogres and then a couple of groups of or a couple groups of ogres and then your harpies that can actually defend stuff. He now has a strike out. Shrikes will absolutely demolish MG helicopters. If they fought directly, these 6 MG helicopters would probably lose to this one strike, and there's 3 strikes now. So this is good. He has this air advantage now, but there is a lot of helipads out already. A second motor pool and the radar is going down already. So those rocket choppers will be coming out soon. And the main advantage this will give JustPlainSavage is an incredible amount of harassment potential. See, he's sending these out already to go and look for harass opportunities. But I mean, what he's going to find here is really... Like, I mean, these are going to be here for the rest of the game, trying to kill that, so not too worried about that. He's also put an attack in here at the same time, which is going to be incredibly unsuccessful, killing, I don't believe, a single ogre or a marine there, but it did buy a lot of time for these as TarNation was concentrating more on a possible attack, but look at those. Shrikes obey, Shrikes obey, and at the same time we have an attack over the other side of the map. Very good splitting and pressure of this, but this army from JustPlainSavage does just not look scary, and the Marines have managed to get to their next level without much damage. It's a very interesting, different step that normally a lot of damage is done because there's a lot of rocket choppers early, but this later rocket choppers did better for the fighting, but then he just couldn't do anything unless he got a decent fight on JustPlainSavage or onto TarNation. This is a great attack. This is it. Harpies, ogres, and ignore that one manticore. Harpies, ogres, and shrikes with just a gremlin there to support. There's another manticore. Ignore the other manticore. Brilliant composition. I love it. I love it. And yeah, this looks like the end for JustPlainSavage. Great little game.